Chapter 6. Lily came to pick me up. Apparently, she can drive, unlike Mandy. It was easy to tell which car was hers. It was a cute little sedan with a pink and maroon paint job. The car ride was a little awkward. As soon as I got in the car, it smelled like strawberries. "Hey there, Jace," she said. "She has your number, huh?" Yeah. I had to actively try to look away from Lily. She was so magnetic, absolutely charming. What does she need? She wouldn't tell me. Well, I can't go telling you if she wouldn't. I figured I should take this opportunity to inquire about her relationship to Mandy. "So, how did you and Mandy meet?" I asked. "We graduated together. She transferred to my school a few months before graduation. Apparently she had been through quite a few schools," she said. "Why is that?" I asked. "Fights. Even in the few months she was at my school, she was in something like 50 fights. "That's a lot," I said with a chuckle. "Why was she always fighting people?" "Not sure. She has a negative aura or something. People just never wanted to be nice to her. They threw food at her, tripped her. One time a boy even punched her in the back of the head for no reason. I watched it happen. That's part of why I liked her, I guess. I had her all to myself. I didn't have to share her with anyone else. I tried getting her to date me, but I think she's asexual." I didn't want to ask how she came to that conclusion. "So it's not awkward living with someone you try to date?" I asked. "It's awkward when she gets out of the shower, definitely. She's still a cutie, in my opinion." "Do you think she's cute?" she asked. I wasn't sure how to respond. I thought for a second it may have been a trick question. But Lily's personality and temperament put me at ease. I trusted her for some reason, and she had been honest with me, so I should be honest with her. "Yeah, she's cute," I said, matter-of-factly. "She's been talking about you non-stop since you dropped her off," she said. My heart jumped. "Only good things, I assume?" I said, half-jokingly. "Mostly good, yeah," she giggled. "She mentioned you're a paramedic and a massage therapist?" "Well, I'm trained in both, but I'm working as a paramedic right now. I just got off an overnight shift. I got home around 10 this morning." "Oh no! I thought you looked a little tired," she said. "I'll throw some coffee on as soon as we get home." Mandy was waiting for us in the living room, squirming on the couch. "Jace, I will pay you $1,000. I need your help." "What's going on?" I asked. She seemed to be in a great deal of pain. "I was lifting and I screwed up something in my neck, and now I can't feel my entire left arm, and it hurts. I'll give you so much money, just please try to massage it out." "Sure. Just go lay down on your bed," I said. "She's been doing crazy stuff, like hitting her neck with a hammer to try to alleviate the pain," said Lily. "Percussive maintenance usually works on everything else," said Mandy. I followed her into the bedroom. She struggled to lay on the bed. "Hold on," I said. "Before you lay down, I need you to take your hoodie off." She struggled and squirmed, trying to release herself from her hoodie. "I can't lift my left arm," she whined. "Could you help me?" So I grabbed her left sleeve and she twisted, bent, and turned right out of her hoodie. Her tank top came up a bit, and I caught a glimpse of her abdomen. She wasn't shredded or anything and didn't have a six-pack, but the contour of her midriff hypnotized me. Mandy was right about me. I'm a man, and I'm useless. I was rendered helpless and awestruck at the sight of a girl's midriff. I can't even explain why I was so impressed. It was so appealing, like a freshly baked loaf of bread. She would shoot me if I ever described her like that, but I'm not sure what else to say. It was something I wanted. She whimpered as she slumped onto her bed. I hate being a man. looking at her laying in her bed after seeing her midriff activated neurons in my absolute ape brain. I looked away to gather my thoughts. Okay, I wish you would have told me you needed a massage. I could have grabbed some oil before I left. You don't have any, baby oil or anything, do you? I do, said Lily. I'll go get it. Thanks. I shook my head and gave my eyes a good wipe before I went over to Mandy. So, what were you doing? I was doing overhead presses, and when I went to drop it, I turned my arm in a weird way. I felt like a pull or something right on my neck. It didn't hurt this bad at first, but now it keeps getting worse and worse. Okay, where does it hurt? My neck, my back. My mind went somewhere it should not have the moment she said that. My shoulder, all the way down my arm, spiraling down my brachialis and down into my index finger. Yeah, I've seen that before. We'll work on that. I see your head is jutting forward. Are you able to lay it flat on the bed? No. She began to cry. I hate being me. My body can't handle anything. I cripple myself doing a basic exercise. It's okay. We'll work on it. Just then, Lily returned with the baby oil. Here you go. Can I stay and watch? Can she? I asked. Whatever! Mandy shouted. I just want to get this going. So Lily rolled her expensive chair in and watched. I started by working around her shoulder and down her arm. The noises she made dumped gasoline on the fire of tension I was experiencing. I'm a professional, damn it! Of course, I would never act in an unprofessional way. My hands crunched against the tiny stubble regrowing on her arms. Oh my god, I hate myself, she said. I'm sorry about my freaking hairy arms. I just shaved them yesterday and they're already like this. You don't need to shave your arms, said Lily. That will make it grow back even thicker. Just stop. Whatever, Lily, Mandy shouted. Easy for you to say. You're a freaking goddess. Your skin doesn't even look real. Your face, your arms, your neck. You're a queen. A genetic freak. People give you money just because you're pretty. Hey, she yelped. I'm entertaining too. I kept myself out of that conversation as much as I could. Don't even worry about it. I'm here to help. It doesn't bother me at all. It's actually really soft for how short it is. She looked down at me for a moment. I'm not quite sure what her eyes were saying to me. What I felt from it was perhaps a thank you or some other form of appreciation. Maybe it was something else, but it was a look I hadn't seen from her before. The look quickly faded, however, as she soon after went back to a clenched-eyed wince. I'm surprised you know what the brachialis is. Normal people don't know that, I said. Normal people never took anatomy? She asked. I don't know what brachialis is, said Lily. I then moved to the front of her neck to work on her sternocleidomastoid muscles, or the V-shaped muscles that connect to the collarbones. I slowly tilted her head back toward the bed as I massaged her neck. What's going on here? She asked. Not questioning your methods, just asking. I don't feel any pain there. These muscles here in the front, they're very tight, I explained. Very, very tight, like piano wire. They're pulling your head forward and causing a bunch of problems in the back. Don't worry, I'll get your back too. Okay. Laying down like this is challenging, she said. Lily brought me some coffee as I worked on Mandy's shoulder. I took a few sips as I had her flip over. She did so with great difficulty. Yeah, you're a wreck back here, I said as I felt around her neck and shoulders. I noticed your bruising went away really fast, though. That's really impressive. Even on your face. You look really good. I thought I was being sneaky, complimenting her in a slick, underhanded way. Apparently not. "Hear that, man?" said Lily with a smirk. "He said you look really good." "Shut the hell up, Lily!" Mandy shouted. "What?" said Lily. "We both think you're cute." Both Mandy and I were quiet for a little while after that. "So, I have a theory," said Lily. "Eli Conti said he saw you, Jace. Right?" "He saw him on camera," said Mandy. "So how did he see him on camera?" "He must have access to the security cams. If I can't get into the bank cams, what makes you think someone working for the mob can?" "Are you saying there's a better hacker than you in the mob?" I asked. "I'm not a hacker. And no, there's no one better than me. At least not in the civilian sphere. And nobody making less than 7 figures a year. And I lied when I said I had a theory. I'm confident about this. Eli Conti was in the bank and looked at the security footage. I dug a little deeper, followed the cars around the city, and got facial recognition on Eli Conti's brother, Fred. Fred Conti works for Upward LLC, which is owned by Gustav Butler. Gustav Butler also owns the 3rd Street Bank. "So the guy tried to rob his boss?" I asked. I clearly wasn't following. "They robbed themselves, and I screwed it up," said Mandy. "Insurance fraud," said Lily. "A quick way to double their money." Mandy just painted a huge target on her back. I offered to get the feds involved, but she said no. "No feds," she said. "I guess that explains why the metal detectors were off," I said. "And all the other stuff." Mandy interrupted me. "Whatever you're doing there, that's good." "Oh, that's really good. Don't stop." Lily shot me a wide-eyed smirk. "Is it feeling any better?" I asked. "It is, yeah." "I'll give you whatever you want. Name your price," she said. Lily's smirk turned into a smile, and her eyes widened as far as they could go as she leaned back in her chair. "You don't need to pay me. You saved my life. Eli Conti was going to kill me. I owe you one." No. I'm repaying you for this," she insisted. "I won't take any money. No way," I said. "Well, do you want to come to my uncle's cabin this weekend? It's really nice out there. And peaceful. You're probably stressed from all the craziness of the city. We'll have a campfire, go for a hike, all that. What do you think?" "That sounds really good, actually," I said. "I'd like to meet your uncle, too." "My uncle's in New York for 3 months. It's just going to be the two of us."